This is the AULA F75 keyboard, and it's been going pretty viral recently, so I'm going to review it to see if it's worth the money. Thanks to AliExpress for sponsoring this video. So here's the packaging it comes in. It's a pretty minimal design. Opening it up at first sight, we have the user's guide along with a card telling you which buttons to click to change the RGB mode for the color, which is actually pretty useful because not a lot of keyboards include that. So sometimes you're just left researching online to figure out which FN button combo to click just to change the color or speed or brightness on your keyboard. And we have the keyboard underneath, as well as some accessories like a USB Type-C cord, a switch puller, and a couple extra switches, which is always nice. Taking a look at the keyboard itself, right away I noticed it has some nice weight to it, which is good so it doesn't just slide around on your desk. I like the size of it as well. I'm used to a 60% keyboard I've used for the past like 5 years, so a 75% keyboard is actually going to be useful to me because having buttons like the F1 keys or arrow keys will actually make my life a lot easier when editing these videos. So yeah, obviously it's preference, but I do like the 75%. So on the top of the keyboard we have the USB Type-C port. This is where you can plug it in to charge it or use it. Next to that we have a switch to change it from wired mode, Bluetooth mode, or wireless mode, which if it's in wireless mode it will use the USB next to it that's plugged in, so you can just plug that into your PC or your console and you will have the wireless abilities. Plugging the keyboard in, immediately you see RGB turn on with a cool little animation, as well as two indicators on the top and left side of the keyboard. The one on top displays the battery life of the keyboard, so if you need to charge it, if you're using it in wireless mode, then this will tell you when you have to. On the top right of the keyboard we have a volume knob, which you probably noticed, and it changes the volume on your computer, so you turn it to the right and it will turn the volume up, or you turn it to the left and it will turn the volume down. Alternatively, you can also click it in, instantly mute it, or unmute the computer audio as well. In terms of the RGB modes for this keyboard, because some people are interested in that, here are a few of the different modes that are displaying on screen. You can change the mode with FN plus backslash, and you can also change the color of some of the modes. If it's like a waving mode or something, you can change that with FN plus tab, and you can change the other things like brightness or speed with the arrow keys, or even the lighting indicators, which once again all of the buttons can be found on the card given inside of the box. There is also a software for the keyboard where you can change the RGB modes if you want individual lights to be certain colors and whatnot. You can also set up custom macros or media buttons, etc. For the particular model I went with, I got the Glacier blue colorway for the keycaps, and I also went with the Reaper switches. Alternatively, they have Greywood V3 switches or Star Vector switches, and there's multiple colorways as well: Cedar Green, Thunder Black, Sea Salt Blue, and Stars Fall. Before we get into the sound test, if you want to pick this keyboard up, AliExpress is holding its anniversary sale from March 17th to March 26th. They're offering up to 80% off site-wide. You can also receive further discounts by using my codes displayed on the screen now, or by using my affiliate link linked in the description down below. Now let's load up Nitro, typing it into the sound test so we can see what these switches sound and feel like. So from that little bit of typing, these switches do sound really good, especially compared to my last keyboard, which I was using creams in. They also feel great to type on. They're super smooth and it just feels really responsive. I believe they are lubed switches, so they feel way different than a non-lubed keyboard. Overall, I think this keyboard is worth the money. It's a super budget-friendly keyboard if you're looking for something affordable that won't break the bank. All the features on this keyboard as well for being this cheap, like the volume knob so you can quickly mute the audio to hear if somebody walks in or something. It just makes it even better for the price. Once again, if you are interested in this keyboard or anything else on AliExpress, check it out using the link in the description. I'll see you guys in the next one.